Greetings, everyone. This is me again here, Zahra Bazak. Come to help the Muslims leave Islam and stay away from Islam. So I found this word marriage by Kindred. Kindred, what is it here? So going to my kindred by marriage, becoming relatives by marriage, and marriage is used in a different way here. Was Sihran, Surah Furqan 25, ayat 54. And looked at the Shia side, they put wedlock. And, the Sayyid who is going about with that marriageable age, Surah Nisa 6, going about on YouTube to every ex-Muslim. Or that he even came to the ex-Muslim Pakistani. Okay, so now here this part is for the Fatima and Ali's marriage. And this marriageable age is for the orphan, Surah 4, ayat 6. Allah uses nikaha and doesn't use sihran because, the Shias feel he knew what to use here. I don't know why he uses wedlock here. So you can see the ayat. All of these translations have by descent and by marriage. Translations by marriage, kindred by marriage, empictal, lineage and marriage. So here the Sunni translators put marriage. Went to the the Shia. I haven't gone to the multilingual, but here Surah Furqan ayat al-islam.org webpage of the website of the Shias, Surah 54. It's this is how God uses wedlock marriage, and it's they say in wedlock, and your Lord is ever powerful. So Surah Furqan ayat 54. And it is he who has created man from water, then he made him related in blood and in wedlock, and your Lord is ever powerful. The purpose of water in this noble verse is the sperm of man, and the evidence of it is found in the following two verses. Did we not create you from a base fluid? He is created from a gushing fluid. Since the previous verses talked about the falling of rain as well as the locating of the salty and sweet waters besides each other, now this verse mentions the creation of man from water. It says, and he it is who has created man from water. And I'll just check. Sound is coming. Yeah. And he it is who has created man from water. Verily, carving on water and shaping such a novel figure on water is the reason for omnipotence of Allah. In fact, the former verses talked about the growth of plants because of rainwater, but here it speaks about a higher level, that is the creation of man from water. Therefore, commentators say that the purpose of water here is sperm, from which all men are generated by Allah's might. By sexual intercourse, man's sperm, which is floating in water, joins woman's ovum and the first blossom of man's life. that is, the first living cell of man, will be created. If a man carefully studies the various phases of forming sperm, from the beginning up to the end of fetal period, he sees a lot of signs of Allah's might and magnificence, so that they will be enough to know His pure essence. It goes on, and so this part, then he made him related in blood and wedlock, the part in wedlock. I'm going to read out. So the purpose of the Quranic word sir, wedlock, which originally means groom, is the relationship that occurs through marriage between two families, such as the relation of man with the close relatives of his wife, which is created in this way. And the two are what Islamic jurists say as the indirect cause of lineage in the subject of marriage. So this is the marriage wedlock from the Shia side. The reason why he didn't use, they would say marriage, this word, meaning wedlock, in Surah Nisa ayat 6, is because it means groom, and it means wedlock. Let's see, in Surah Nisa ayat 4, 7 of the unmarriageable ones, mother, daughter, sister, of mother, sister, father, daughter, of brother and daughter of sister, that are created by lineage or patronage, and 4 cases of the indirect cause, daughter of wife, mother of wife, wife of issue, and wife of father are mentioned. Of course, there are other opinions about this sentence stated by commentators, but this one is stronger and clearer, including this one. Some say that the word nasab means male offspring, and the word sir means female offspring, for blood relationships traditionally are counted depending on fathers, not mothers. But as we said in the commentary of the 61st verse of Surah Al Imran, it is a big mistake that is originated from customs and traditions that were before Islam. They thought that blood relationship has been originated only from father and mother has no role. But as it is specified by Islamic jurisprudence and all the Islam learned persons, all ordinances that are about lineally being unmarriageable are from both the father side and mother side. It is interesting that there is a famous tradition which is recorded in Shiite and Sunni books. According to this tradition, this verse is sent down about the Prophet and Imam Ali, for the Prophet married his daughter Fatima off to Ali. Therefore, Ali was both the cousin of the Prophet and spouse of his daughter. This is the meaning of the Quranic phrase nasaban wa sahran, related in blood and in wedlock. As we have repeatedly said, so they don't put marriage here, wedlock, related in wedlock, sahran. As we have repeatedly said, these narrations are some clear extensions of the verse, and they do not prevent generality of the meaning of the verse. This verse includes any relationship that is created by the way of blood and marriage. And one of its clear extensions is the bilateral relationship of Ali and Prophet. At the end of the verse, in order to put emphasis on the former issues, the Quran says, "And your Lord is ever powerful." So I was reading this, so I thought I'd come here and share this so the Sayyid who comes here saying that Surah Nisayat 4 is marriageable. Nikah means marriage, and but God uses wedlock there, and the Sunni translators put marriage, and it could also mean wedlock or marriage. Surah Furqan, Ayat 4, in the Sunni translation now, Dr. Mustafa Khattab, the Clear Quran, and he is the one who creates human beings from a humble liquid, then establishes for them bonds of kinship and marriage. Doesn't put wedlock here or groom, but marriage, right? For your Lord is most capable. And different translations you can see, they've all put marriage here, created by marriage, not wedlock. But the Shia translation there has put wedlock, marriage. By descent and by marriage. And this is the word in Arabic, sihran. And Quran.com word by word has put, and marriage relationship, sihran. We don't need this blood relationship because I want to tell the Sayyid why for these orphans, God, if you're saying this here is marriageable age, He's put nikah. And you would say, oh, if you read this Shia tafsir, it means groom and it means Ali and Fatima and all this, right? But let's go to the Surah Nisa ayat. Here, Surah Nisa ayat. Surah Nisa. So here he uses nikah, which, although the Quran doesn't say nikah literally means sexual intercourse, but its real meaning I've found out through other ways that it means sexual intercourse. Countless men reverence Allah whom you demand your rights from your wombs. So how can we find out that in Surah Nisa 6, it doesn't mean marriageable age? If you fear you might fail to give orphan women, and if you fear that not you will be able to do justice with orphans, not women, not orphan women, sorry, it's not S in the end, orphan women, but the orphans, female orphans, then marry what seems suitable to you from, now it is Nisa, the women. Okay, now it's Nisa 2 or 3 or 4. Now women would not be girls, right? Women would not mean children, babies, those who have not menstruated. But if you fear that not, you can do justice, then marry. It doesn't say marry here, nor does it say nikah, but it says wahidatan. Then one, wahidatan. Or what possesses malaqat, your right hand, is more appropriate that may you may not oppress, meaning, or do injustice, oppress. Okay, and then give women and give nisa, the women. Here it says women. Nisa, what does it mean? Women, not girls, right? Not babies, female babies, okay? Their dower graciously, but if they remit to you of anything of it on their own, then eat it, then eat it in satisfaction and ease. Enjoy it freely with your clear conscience. Take it, then take it satisfaction with in satisfaction and ease. Okay, let's see now. It goes to fifth verse I'm reading. And do not give the foolish, Nisa, the foolish women. Okay, so I don't know why they have put foolish here, but do not entrust the incapable among your dependents with your wealth, which Allah has made a means of support for you. Or do not give the weak-minded your property. I haven't checked Shia translation or tafsirs. Weak-minded could mean your property. Feeble-minded your property. So this part seems quite unclear whether these feeble-minded are your spouses. Do not give the feeble-minded your property that Allah has made a means of support for you. So it starts by talking about meher, marriage with women, what your right hands possess, husband and wife, good heart, but if they of their own pleasure remit, right? So it's about the nikah with these women, nisa, and then also it goes to the feeble-minded women. Would you say women? Or men also? Or girls? Right? Now comes the girls who are foolish or weak-minded. Sufaha. And do not give the foolish, it says foolish here, I don't know, but the incapable. So can you not say that it is talking about those you, is it saying your daughters? Or is it saying your wives? It's not saying anything like that, but previous ayat does. It's about husband and wife, right? Given by the husband to his wife at the time of, with a good heart. At a time of marriage, they put in brackets, and give the women their dower graciously, but if they remit, صادقاتهن, graciously. There's no marriage, but it means dower, means that you are now, you have these women. Done nikah with or something. Marriage. And do not, and okay, let's go with marriage as Nick, let's see. And do not entrust the incapable with your wealth. Here, even those women come up, right? Incapable. Although it is their property, Allah refers to it in the collective sense, reminding us that all wealth is provided by Him for the maintenance of the community as well as of the individual members. Now, is it going to the generally meaning? It talks about marriage, dower, mahar here, obligatory bridal money given by the husband to his wife at the time of marriage. Fourth ayat, Surah 4. Then fifth, it can't be jumping to something generally those incapable. Right? Think about it. So it's these females, it's because men have authority over them, doesn't it? The men are supposed to give them obligatory bridal money given by the husband. It's talking about that. And then it can't jump to all boys and girls, orphans, incapable. Do not entrust the incapable with your wealth. Then 6 says, again it comes to marriageable age. And test the orphans until when they reached nikah. So does this mean that you are not supposed to marry babies? If you take Surah Talaq, and if you see, does this mean, it means test the orphans until they reach the age of marriage nikah. It could mean sexual intercourse. Then if you perceive in them sound judgment, then deliver to them their wealth. Orphans that you're married to, girls. So this is Surah Nisa, and this part, and give out not unto the foolish your property. Those girls who are yet not capable, but you may be married to them, they may be what your right hands possess also. It's talking about marriage, it's talking about, isn't it talking about the girls, which it calls Nisa, and they put women. So could this verse, fifth one, be that you're married to the dependent on you, foolish, who have not reached maturity, so you're not supposed to give them their wealth as yet. But you need to, what you need to do is, with your wealth which Allah has made a means of support for you, but feed and clothe them from it. Clothe these girls that you're married to. But they haven't reached the age of nikah. As yet. So what Khomeini said, or what Sayyid Mahsan al-Hakim, I showed you some time ago that you can do all the tying and all this with them. And so this would not mean the marriage is only a privilege for Fatima and Ali. You understand? Or could it be polytheists were right? Shiva and Parvati. I mean the Hindus. So because Surah Quran says they take gods besides Allah and all this, and then Shiva has that linga, Parvati. Doesn't go with this. Do you mean to say, are you telling me that only Fatima and Ali can do wedlock? They were light, and she didn't menstruate, Fatima. So the privilege is for them only. And these little girls that you don't see, when they come to marriageable age, then impart, give them the money, right? Marriageable age. It is not marriageable age, it's nikah, intercourse. So test them and try orphans until they reach. Try these orphans you're having sexual intercourse with. Until they reach the age where you can have intercourse with you men. Then give them, if you find sound judgment in them, release the property to them. It's telling the husband, not the father, not, or whichever men have done, have married them or whatever. Quite unclear, right? Or is it a little bit clear to you that it talks about marriage, 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 women, 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 and then you're saying here, what are you saying about the fourth verse, ayat? Then what do you say about this fifth ayat? Sorry, not fourth. And give not unto the foolish your property, or this is those weak of understanding, make not over your property. Is it talking about the parents' property, inherited property of the daughter, or is it talking about marriage? Did it start, or this whom you marry? Here, fourth ayat. And give the women their dower graciously. And let's see the third translation. And if you fear that you will not deal justly with the orphan girls, then marry those that please you. Still talking about marriage. And if you fear that not you will be able to do justice with the orphans, then in kehu, then fun, fa, in kehu, so he's fun kehu. Have fun with them. Sorry, excuse me. So it's talking about marriage. It's talking about sexual intercourse with these orphans. And if you fear that you will not be able to do justice with the orphans, then have sexual intercourse with what seems suitable to you. So if you say, okay, it's marriage here, but yet it's not about fathers inheriting from the father, is it? Or the daughters. This verse, fourth one. Give women their due dowries graciously, but if they waive some of it willingly, then you may enjoy it. No. See, I also get confused. And fifth one. You see, it's about the husband and wife, isn't it? Or the one you're married to. So this is about marriage and whom your right hands possess. And so do not entrust the incapable ones, meaning meaning with your wealth. It's telling the husband, just so you understand. It's not saying about the father or inheritance by the daughter of her father, or generally boys and men girls. Do you get it? How to explain this to you? How to show you this? Do not entrust the incapable with your wealth. Huh? Which now these are not women. These are incapable. Have you married in challenged, physically challenged ones? But feed and clothe them from it and speak to them kindly. Right? And then, yeah, so this is not about a father, it's not about mother and father. No, it's not telling the Allah is not telling the mother and father, and do not entrust your property to the feeble-minded. God has made it a means of support for you. Make provision for them from it. Clothe them and address them kindly. So you have to look at the ayat, previous ayats. This one, Allah cannot just jump into generality now about parents inherit, daughter and son's inheritance. Oh my God, do you see it? Just don't look at the, I don't want to get confused here. Individual members, community. No, no, no. This is about girls. The men have, who are not yet capable, who are weak minded, feeble minded. You see how this has confused you people. Then 6 says test the orphans. Now this is about the orphans. You are married to her, having sex. So test the orphans, test your girls when they reach the age of nikah, then if you feel they are capable, who is it telling? Who is it telling? Then get them married? No, no, no. Then if you feel they are capable, no. How shall I show you, right? I can see what I've seen in this. Then if you feel they are capable of sound judgment, they've reached maturity, return the wealth to them. It's not telling the father or the trustee or the guardian. It's telling the husband about the girl. Wealth to them, and do not consume it wastefully and hastily before they grow up to demand it back. To demand it before they grow up. If the guardian, okay, now it's saying guardian is well off, they should not take compensation, but if the guardian is poor, let them take a reasonable provision. So you would say, oh, it's not talking about the husband here. It's saying a guardian now. Okay, let's see. They will grow up, and whoever is rich, then he should refrain. And whoever is poor, let him eat in a fair manner. Doesn't say guardian. then deliver to them their wealth. Oh my goodness. And he should refrain. Who is the he? The guardian? Both Sunnis and Shias have got it wrong if they put it like the Sunnis put it, the Shias put it, in this general. This is about girl orphans. This is not about boy orphans. Oh my goodness. So once I understand it, I've come here. And I was a little confused. Even then I came here, let's see. Let's work it out. Help me. What do you see? I'm confused. Help me. So now what is clarifying in my mind, and I can now understand from ayat, but if taking the Sunni and Shia commentaries, and I would be so confused, like here God is generally talking, what is going on here? But now I understand, do not entrust your properties which Allah has made a means of support for you to the weak of understanding, but maintain and clothe them out of it. It's not telling the father or the mother, both parents, take care of your children, because these are orphans. Starts here with orphans. Give women their bridal due. Okay. Like it's jumping from one thing. It's on the same thing, but you know what I mean? Like, and if you fear that they shall not be able to deal, you shall not be able to deal justly with the orphan girls, then marry, and God uses nikah. Why does God use nikah here? Then inkahu, and another way nikah, do nikah with them. What seems suitable to you from the women. Nisa, you may say in Arabic means women. Could it mean females? Because then it's going to be very confusing to understand. Like the way then, the Shias put, or generally here, let's go to even the Shia. Allah's mean. Support, feed them, and clothe them. The spiritual status and personality of the deprived must be regarded. So generally, or the husband has to provide. Those who are feeble-minded, wine bibbers, and unrestrained should not be authoritative in economy and wealth, generally. When the feeble-minded have authority over even their own property, it is economically harmful for you, your property too. Okay, let's work this out. Wealth is means of rising. I really can't work it out through this Shia way. And do test the orphans until they reach the age of marriage. Then it continues saying that, continues at this time. Yeah, it continues, right? Test the orphans. Marriageable age continues saying that at this time, if you find enough maturity in them, that they are able to run their affairs upon their own property, return it to them. It says, then if you find them in maturity, make over to them their property. Who are the them? Orphans. But orphans cannot be, they don't have parents, right? Or a father. You think they have a father here? orphans, they're orphans. Another matter is that if the guardians of the orphans, and who are the guardians of the orphans, are rich, they must never take anything under any plea. Okay, now, guardians? And do not consume it wastefully and hastily. These are husbands. And whoever, see, they put guardian in bracket form. And whoever is rich, let him abstain from taking some of the, meaning, the property of the orphans, and whoever is poor, let him devour reasonably the husband. Seems like it's talking about the husband who is. Then when you make over to them their property, take witnesses over them. And Allah is enough as a reckoner. Men shall have a portion of whatever the parents and the near relatives leave, and women shall, now it is like, and women shall have a portion of whatever the parents and the relatives leave. Be it little or much, it is a decreed portion. So when I came to the 7th verse, you'll say no. Here in between, somewhere in the 4th ayat, oh, it means generally boys and girls. But where the marriage comes for, the bridal thing comes for the girl, it means the girl or the woman. Because the man is supposed to give this bridal dowry to the girl. The girl doesn't give dowry to the man in Islam, right? That's very confusing for me right now. Who can I trust? Paying dower of the wife is obligatory. Dower sum is not the rate of a lady, but it is a wedding gift and the sign of affection and friendship, and given women the dowries as a free gift. Dowry is the gift of a man to the woman, and never it is her cost. However, we must know that dower is a financial support for the woman at the probable time of separation and as a compensation of her damage. A woman has the right of possession of her dower. So now it's talking about the woman, right? In this part of the ayat. Explanation. 4th, and give women their dowries as a free gift. But if they of themselves be pleased to give up to you something of it, then consume it with pleasure and wholesomely. Think about it. I have been confused about these verses actually. But to answer that Sayyid Jaja, so I came to Surah Furqan. Why does God? Because groom, it means groom, so it would mean Imam Ali. Wedlock. Surah Furqan, ayat 54. Okay, let's see. And it is he who has 53. Let me read out Surah Furqan, ayat. He is the one who joined the two seas. So as, yeah, there is the sweet and sour and bitter. There's a demarcation, right? In these, between these two seas. Therefore, listen not to the unbelievers, but strive against them with the utmost strenuousness with the Quran, meaning with it. Okay, and had we willed, we would have raised a warner in every town. It tells the polytheists here, amongst them rain, may remember the grace of Allah. And indeed, we have distributed few days of the truth. Let's see. Let me show you that we gave life thereby to a dead land, and we give many beasts and men, and we have created a drink thereof. And it is he who sends the winds of herald of glad tidings going before his mercy, meaning rain now. Now rain is his mercy. Some say this, and we send down pure water from the sky. From the sky came water. How does water come? Rain. It comes from the sky? Well, I'm not a scientist. And it is he who makes the night a covering for you and sleep day, sure, day work. Okay, let me show you something here against the envy withdrawal, gradual concealed withdrawal. What's this? God is not even talking about his nafs. The shadow he gradually withdraws to himself, to us. Elena, right? Elena. Yeah. Like he gradually withdraws the shadow. From the previous ayat, have you not seen how your Lord spread the shadow? If he willed, he could have made it still. But we have made the sun its guide, the shadow's guide. Okay. Right? Or indicating it's not hudda, guide is dalilan, evidence. Then we make the sun its evidence, indication, showing the existence of a shadow, making it apparent by contrast. So like evidence, dalil is like indication, guide. Okay, they use guide. That was Surah Furqan at 45, and now it's Surah Furqan at 46, causing the shadow to retreat gradually. No, 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 no. What the ayat says is then we withdraw it to us. It's coming back to Allah. Then we withdraw it to us. A withdrawal gradual. See, the one who has said, must not, I'm not taking Dr. Mustafa Khattab's translation and footnote, but Sahih International, when the sun is overhead at noon. Oh, so then we hold it with us for a brief grasp, like the sun, not the shadow. So as the sun rises, we gradually roll up that shade onto us, the shadow. Now, I get confused. A contradiction by easy stages. And we withdraw it towards ourselves. And it's not even the nafs of God, but Elena. We annihilate it or cause it to disappear. For everything which is annihilated returns to Allah. You see, that's how they try to explain it. Shadow returns to Allah because everything comes from Him and returns to Him. Everything. This means the disbelievers will not go to hell because from Him we come and to Him we go. This is something strange. Doesn't seem like it comes from that one Allah who's beyond the creation. Right? So they tried to get me through someone to make me think that how stupid the Indian Hindus are. You get it? tried to make me repulsed against the Hindus. But the Ayats are getting them. By all this gaslighting and attitude. And, okay, like showing me, oh, yeah, the Shia girl. I think there's some of these Hindus are with their smileys. And now there's a mixture, marriages. So they will try to use, my family and all this sister, try to confuse me, coming up with science, quantum physics. But I wish I had asked Doctor, if Dr. Quantum is here, can you please tell me what is quantum? What does quantum mean? See, try to distract me from here and there. But this is showing these Quran ayahs. I mean, these Shias, oh my God, they're so, and even some Hindus are with them, have really gone to the dogs, like this, we say, my teacher says, like Pakistan. No, the college has gone to the dogs, one of my teachers said. And then our friend said that this, of course, we find out that, yeah, this, like Pakistan has gone to the dogs. And now I say the Shias are with the Hindus, and the Hindus with the Shias are going to the dogs. But this is showing me as the sun rises, gradually the shadow withdraws. Allah withdraws to Himself, to us. Then we withdraw it to us, or draw to us. It's going to Allah. Now you will say a Radha Rani and all this. Had thou not turned by thy vision to the Lord, prolong the shadow, He willed. If He willed, oh my goodness. Do you not see how your Lord lengthens the shade? If He had willed, He could have made it stand still. He made the sun its indicator. If Allah had willed, he would have made it stand still. But look how it's the sun's indicator is made it. Right? Wow, amazing. Or do you think that most of them here understand? They are like cattle, only like cattle. And so they've given me the marriage thing with the Hindus. Ooh, the videos I've seen. Could take 10 years to take a divorce. And my heart sinking, and I'm like, I wish I was in Radha Rani. Right? Making me feel so bad here, so bad. That my Hindus are like this. Just to get this right. Oh, the best thing to do is do the Sunni thing, talaq, 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 if your husband wants it. But even this is not right. They say you can't, by putting something down, okay, they made me feel very guilty that Radharani. I wish I wasn't. Pausing the video, feeling so hurt deep within. These people, Indians also, Hindus, now what is this? Here. Now he says, man has taken his own passion as a god. Which man has taken his own passion? These. He indeed would well nigh have misled us from our gods, had it not been that we. These people are taking their gods as their passion, as their desire, and you are told that this God, no, we don't take it. These are taking their gods now. They've more blame on them that they're taking their gods as they've made gods out of their own passion, their own imagination, however they desired. They made Radharani and all this. But you know what? Imam Ali and Fatima, they in wedlock. This is the true wedlock. True marriage. True wedlock and true marriage. You've come out of water. And that Imam Ali's sperm is the true, oh, that's the water, that's the ocean. That's the real one. And you dump Shiva, Linga. Indeed, well nigh have misled us from, the Baltis are saying that he's misled us from our gods. But then the ayah says, oh, now you've made your gods your passion. Yes, vain desires. But this is true God. This is true God. And he hasn't made women his, this thing. He gets excited by the beauty. Who were the beautiful women? Any Muslim women, believing women, were beautiful? Not lawful to you are women after this, nor is it for you to exchange them for wives, even if the beauty were to please you. What does this mean? It's telling the Sahabas or Prophet Muhammad? This one true God, oh, that his passion has not created. And I've been explaining to this Hindu guy who has a Shia girlfriend. Watchful, wise God. So you use me and the logic, and then you go drop yourself and I say, why can't God be existence? And mind you, this, what I found out from Zen, if you want to go and thoroughly purify you, go after the thoroughly purified. Don't use me. This is your madness. You're bringing Hindus here. This is your madness. Putting me in that position, targeting me, spoiling my live streams. One is coming with a change of voice, the other is coming with too much bass. I have to concentrate. Testing me like this. Triggering. You know what they're triggering? The person has given out his girlfriend's whole why without asking the girlfriend. Isn't this a setup? Another one here. You're using a person distressed. Have some. So you want to go after the thoroughly purified, go after them. And you want me to realize that these Hindus or polytheists should not be going, you're saying they were the purified. No, I'm leaving everything behind. So don't hurt. You want to come and hurt my ego and set up things and all this? This is not the way. Neither will I learn. You're hurting me. Neither will you learn. You're bringing my ego out more. The demon that is hurting me. And saying, oh yes, Radharani has a demon. You see, already he said it. Who was he? That man. Gaurari Das. The proof of Radharani is that no demon should get into her. Right? How can you be Radharani? Now you give me the Zen master, the third video I've seen there. A Hindu can create those videos on YouTube. How do I know who's behind those videos? You are making me bleed here, and you want to go for this God? Go for this God. I've put Radharani aside also. I've said Gita is wrong in this verse. You can't control the mind. Then you give me Zen Master story. Then I look at the translation of the sermon, and my book had a different translation. Imam Ali was saying, it was a long time ago, discriminate, use your mind, right and wrong meaning. But it says, fear Allah, and then you'll give me all this, your nonsense, your eloquence, but it has a different meaning, it has a different translation, my Najul Balagha. Now you've corrected it, refined it, and what, I don't know. So you want to come here and catch me? And then indirectly tell me that my sister has said to you what she told me? Huh? What kind of crazy buggers? You have no regard for someone's well-being. You call me sick-minded, even if the sheikhs are involved. Then you, in a very hard manner, apologize, and that Mughal, God knows what you've set up here for me to deal with. On one hand, Look at your own God's faults here. So, what has my sister told you? Let's come straight here. Let's come straight. Let's come honest. I'm not going from here. You know how many planets there are, Shias? Then bring your Imam and tell me. I don't know how many planets there are. You want to tell me that polytheism is wrong, atheism is right, or what is going on here? Tell me how many planets are here. Come on, call an Ismaili Shia and tell me. Tell me Ismaili Shias. Tell me Bori Shias. Tell me Twerver Shias. How many planets and where did he get it from? Greeks had how many planets? Your Imam knows, then tell me. And this is not a book of code of law. What is this? The Shia Sunnis in Surah Furqan under a footnote, ayats footnote. It's very confusing. It's not. So you think, okay, you're going to. What are you trying to do here with me? And with my live streams? It's embarrassing. It's oh, I already had a fight with my sister. You want to bring out the wounds and the past? Huh? Who is doing this? I have a sick mind. If someone is lying to me, I have a sick mind. If someone is harming me, I have a sick mind. I am the harmer. This way you came. Ismaili Imam is very good, yeah. Hindu. He's even allowing now, I heard, to have a Hindu get married to his Ismaili. If you want to go for the Ismaili Imam, you're most welcome. If you're going to play these games with me, wicked games, and bring my sister's thing in, what happened in the past? No, the lady in London told me that it's not even you. Look at yourselves. Dishonesty in yourselves. Dishonesty in this Imam, Ismaili Imam. First, fix this book, right? Don't start playing with me wicked games here. Better to go in jail or die than to be here. Stubborn people. So brutal, so wicked. I find out a Hindu Indian is lying to me. Acting as a Russian, acting as a Russian. How can you know Hindi so well and not know what I gave him to read? How come I get videos against Hindus after what I said? Okay, that is helpful. But about the marriage thing, I don't know whether God knows what. So don't bring out that sister's thing. You cruel, whoever you are, very cruel to me. I have been cruel to you. When was I cruel to you? Tell me, come. Come here and tell me, when was I cruel to you? Be specific. And if I have a reaction when an Indian is lying to me and I've caught him and I've come here, I can't trust anyone, I would tell the other person, I mean, if I was in my right senses, right, when I'm not. Gora Hari Das and all these people, even the Hindus are against me. I've told them this is a cult, isn't it? If you were all divine and this, the fake accounts made, and what is this you're killing me with? You're torturing. Here you've made torturing me. Whether you're Arab Muslims or whether you're with the Hindus or you're God knows with whom. So if you don't want me here, then kill me. You're making me a football. Even the Arab Muslims with the Hindus making me a football here. With the Ismailis and the Shias now. All of you have something against me. And you want to use a Hindu, my sick mind. I was very scared to come to Dubai because I heard someone, a mother was prostituting a daughter. Also this, I would never dream of coming to Dubai. Do I have sick thinking? Or who told me about this? Did I just make it up? Don't, if you push me too hard to torture me like this, from Pakistan, I said, social media, I'm going to tell everyone. I'm compelled. Embarrassing for you? Look at yourself. You had so many girlfriends. You were a messed up person. How many girls you played with? And the Shia girls set you right. When you have children, I'll see right now these Shia girls and all. See if your marriage lasts for how long. Maybe the Shia girl needs someone, some attention. Have you ever tested her? We all need attention in our weakness. Be good to me. Love me. Be kind to me. Otherwise, what is this? You don't demand such kindness. Same kind of, this one and mind. Why are you being bad with me? I didn't do anything bad. You have a sick thinking. Then go to your Shia girlfriend. Why are you here? You're Indian, you come here. Okay, so the police, Dubai police, are like this. That's called Dubai police. So you can tell me against the sheikhs too. They drink alcohol, they have women, yeah, mistresses. Yeah, they sleep with a lot of women, a lot of women. What else? They have a lot of mistresses, the Arabs, Arab Muslims. What else are you going to say? I have a sick mind. Can I trust you? No understanding. Another 2, 3 Indians come here and I'm going to kick you all out. You're not going to come here. The Arabs have many mistresses. You want to get me into trouble? Ooh, I've said so many things. You're against the sheikhs. UAE, I have a case against. I said it in Rashid Hospital. Case against the sheikhs. Why am I being tortured? Wish to see someone who really reaches out, cares, and doesn't gaslight me when I react, understands where I'm coming from, and why I would not accept any of you Hindus here, and why I can't trust you people, any of you here. How can I trust you people here? I'm not here to, I wish I could build trust, but you're breaking my trust. I can't build the trust. Another betrayal, another lie. In my life, very close people have betrayed me, I was told. Maybe my heart couldn't take it. I couldn't see it, but someone else told me. लगता है बहुत गहरी कोई किसी ने बहुत क्लोज पर्सन ने आपको बहुत बड़ा धोखा दिया है तभी आपकी हालत ऐसी हो गई है. So fix this, right? Yeah, and it does say here that this is something like I couldn't understand. Maybe I need to read this Or do you think that most of them hear or reason? They are not except like livestock. It says using, they don't use their akal, understanding. Have you or Muhammad? So akal, using the mind like this would not help. There's some other way. Then when we touch that place where I thought, where the mind and the heart are at peace, where there's no mind saying, don't go there, heart, your desire saying, heart is saying, no, go there, or is it the mind, or is it my intuition, or is it the heart? What shall I trust in? So there's my privacy violated, and you're talking about embarrassing situations that I've created for you, or the girlfriend's family. Imagine how it was for me going to even sitting here. I can't look at myself knowing that someone else is looking at me. I've become so self conscious. It's like embarrassing situation. Okay, it's not only me. I'm not saying I'm the only one who should make a voice, you know, raise my voice. I'm saying wherever you are, whoever you are, please now raise your voices. And because I kept quiet for a long time. What they did to my mother and then what they did to me. So hypocrites, when we were strong, the rumor mongers, false accusations on myself, on my aunts, on a family member doing this, we used to laugh about it because we knew we were not like that. So people will talk. Just can't finish your thing. So I was saying that if you understood what I have gone through, I could only rest, oh, it's the principal watching me. When I get a strong confirmation. Studying in Karachi, kitchen, alone, and being watched. Even now, my head is turning right upwards, feeling that so much distraction here. I don't know how, I just am struggling with this. So if you compare, don't make it worse, aggravated, because some secrets that I don't like, I didn't want to say a mother prostituted her daughter. I heard that. I haven't seen it myself, so I don't know. But in this madness, I was seeing a lot on Facebook and on YouTube also. Someone told me to watch because I don't have the evidence, right? Four witnesses. In this country, you require four witnesses. And I myself a female. So now here it's blaming the polytheists, those who take all the hours. Okay, so these polytheists, they reach a certain level where the head chief, they have chiefs of Jews also. So he would have nearly misled. The polytheists are saying this against Prophet Muhammad. And when you see, and whenever they see you, O Prophet, they ridicule you. Is this the one God? Is this the one God has sent as a messenger? So it's against. Now, the thing is that even if polities are wrong, and I'm not with the Jews in their religion, But I'm just showing that this also is not right and it's very terrible against the polytheists, against the Jews. And indeed they have passed by the town on which was reigned the evil reign. Okay, I don't know where the town was really. Which town loots people? Did they disbelievers not then see it? Nay, but they, now can't, news thing happened, loot happened long time ago. After Poltees passed by that town, when they say, okay, these are who's making fun of the prophet. And then, of course, they take all Yazir. Where is it? Okay, they take, besides Allah, He would have almost misled us surely from our gods, Ali Hatan, oh, sorry, Ali Hatina. If not, that's steadfast. And some, okay, so this is about the gods, about these gods. They say, have you seen, O Prophet? So they're making fun of the Prophet and his one God who has sent a messenger. Will you then be a keeper over them? So now God tells against these polytheists who make fun of Prophet that they've taken their own desires as the gods. Here, okay, so if you feel this is right, as a Shia, now, the way I've understood, not because I'm Radharani or anything else, completely out of this. And I've been confused in my Shia religion, still haven't understood. You give me Surah Tahrim, I haven't understood. No, I have understood that. It is wrong of the Prophet who is getting a wahi to have dealt with his wife the way he dealt with by prohibiting himself what Allah has made lawful for him. Why? Because he doesn't work, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't even say anything without God's, God not telling him, a wahi not coming to him. So how can he even do anything that even in his private life he should not be, because these wives, on one hand they're showing disrespect to the prophet by annoying him. Lut's wife, what happened to Lut's wife? She was a bad woman. She got the punishment. Surah Tahrim. So Prophet Muhammad, even when dealing at home in his private life, he should not be doing something other than what God has told him to do. The Shias can't explain, and they want, I don't know who's working so sick here. And I feel I have no support causing oh, causing the shadow to withdraw unto us. The shadow is going to God, can't you see this? Annihilated, meaning it disappears. But it's going to God. Where's the thing? Where's the ayat also that says that this is not a code of too much now. I can't go here and there. humans created by us. On one hand, he says, there's no sovereign, I'm the controller of the kingdom, milk. I have control over this, I don't have any share partner. On the other hand, he gives his milkiyat, his thing to others, his, what do you call it? Share. I give kingdom to whom I please. I take away my kingdom from whom I please, will. Yet they worship besides Allah, which can neither benefit or harm them. And the disbelievers, all believers, always collaborates against their Lord, and the disbeliever always collaborates against his Lord. And we have sent you a prophet only as a deliverer of news and a warner. Say, I do not ask you for any reward for this, but whoever wishes, let them pursue the way to the Lord. And put your trust in the ever-living, who never dies, and glorify his praises. Sufficient is he as all aware of the sins of his servants. So maybe you would say, oh no, I couldn't answer you. Oh, you Hindu who have a Shia girlfriend. Properly. Oh, Mullah Sadra. Mullah Sadra understood existence when I was doing Shiva mantra. Everything of Mullah Sadra was very intellectual. I tried to read it, I made a ditto, printing of what I found online. I could understand what is still, oh my God, this is like top intellectual, I can't understand. So if you're going to say that I failed, good for you. He's the one who you passed in understanding through this. He is the one who created the heavens and the earth. Everything in between the 6 days established himself and arising of his throne, his creation, as he is Al-Khab, the knower of everything. Let me see who's coming now. Oh yeah, I have to go. I'll have to go because there'll be something in the background. When it is said to them, prostrate to the most compassionate, they ask, what is the most compassionate? Will we prostrate to whatever you order us to? And it only drives them further away. And when it is said to them, prostrate to the most gracious, they say, and what? And what? And it increases them. What is the most gracious? Should we prostrate to what you order us? And it increases them in a verge. They don't want to prostrate to the most gracious. Oh, here it says to prostrate to the most gracious. Blessed is the one who has placed constellations, moon, luminous, bright moon. Yeah, moon is brightest. And he is the one who causes the day and the night to alternate for whoever desires to be mindful or to be grateful. This is very good. You know, when the foolish address them, they reply, peace. They are those who spend a good portion of the night prostrating themselves and standing before their Lord. They are those who pray, our Lord, keep the punishment of hell away from us, for its punishment is indeed unrelenting. I don't know what is. What, oh God, I can't find that. Where am I now? Which I have 65 reached. No, I didn't reach this before. So God doesn't give us code of law here in this book. It's like what the Smileys believe that God, this book is not about code of laws. Yeah, so if you want to go ahead, believe in what the Ismaili, what your Shia girlfriend, or what you think is right. Had it been our will, we could have sent a warner to every center of population. Yeah. So they tried to. I don't know what they were doing here, but you have some authority. So they were trying to trigger something from me. Where's that zany? Oh, so here you would say, oh, he wills because he doesn't will it because it has to indicate the sun. Follow the rule of the sun, the shadow. It will tell you about the sun. Yeah, very good. Have you seen him who has taken as his ilah his own? Trying to find it. Where is it? No, this is, God knows what kind of book this is. And those people, when they denied the messengers, we drowned them. Sign, we prepared painful torment for the Zalimun. I don't know what your setup, what your plan is here against me. I'm not Radharani, right? So I've just taken myself out of that. My God. How you want to hurt me and jeopardize my example or similar to it. Do they bring, the brutal people, this world, but we reveal to you the truth and better explanation thereof. This is yet another point of wisdom of sending down the Quran by degrees. Allah did not intend to produce a book on guidance and spread its teaching through the agency. Allah didn't intend it intend to produce a book on guidance and spread its teaching through the agency of His Prophet. Where's this person? He'll come in the night. He's apologized, but I felt that they were still doing something like against me, a setup, some conspiracy. Had it been so, the disbelievers would have been justified in their objection as to why the Quran had not been sent down as a complete book all at once. Had it been so, the disbelievers would have been justified in the objection as to why the Quran had not been sent down as a complete book all at once. Yeah. The real object of the revelation of the Quran was that Allah intended to start a movement of faith, piety, and righteousness to combat combat, to combat disbelief, ignorance, and sin. And he has raised a prophet to lead and guide the movement. Then, on the one hand, Allah had taken it upon himself to send necessary instructions and guidance to the leader and his followers as and when needed. And on the other, he had also taken the responsibility to answer the objections and remove the doubts of opponents and to give the right interpretation of things which they misunderstood. Thus, the Quran was the collection of the different discourses that were being revealed by Allah. It was not merely meant to be, it was not merely meant to be a code of laws or of moral principles. A Maududi Tafim commentary. Different discourses that were being revealed by Allah. It was not merely meant to be a code of laws or of moral principles, but a book which was being sent down piecemeal to guide the movement in all its stages, to suit its requirements on different occasions. I really don't understand. Maybe I have the brain of a poultice. Okay, so yeah, I'm distracted all the time here. I wonder which, now what are you going to use against me to distract me here? Are you going to use my health like Ali Shaikh's Muslim? Again? Are you going to use Dubai police? Are you going to use panic, to bring that panic and terror? What will you do? So that I don't go out. Maybe you're helping me by disturbing the living daylights out of me. Oh, oh my goodness. Yeah, just make me go more insane. So, very confused about this. Yeah, this is Surah 25 by 33 footnote. Marriageable. What is God? Give women their due dowries. Okay, then God goes to do not entrust the incapable with your wealth. Okay. Then now he's talking generally, like do not. Then now he's talking about the orphans until they reach a marriageable age. Then if you feel they are capable of sound judgment, return the wealth to them that the fathers have given. They are orphans, right? So they've inherited from the father. Oh, you keep that inheritance. You be the trustee, whoever's. Then, if you feel they are capable of sound judgment, return the wealth to them and do not consume it wastefully. And this is generally, but if the guardian is poor, guardian who's taking care of them, do you think the male guardian can take care? It's like a baby Maryam being taken care of Zachariah. Zachariah, sorry, Zach, Zakaria, Zakaria, Hazrat Zakaria. This is Hazrat Zakaria, like Maryam and Hazrat Zakaria. Or now, this girl cannot have a, no, no, just taking care of her wealth, I think. Return the wealth to them and do not consume it wastefully, hastily before they grow up. If the guardian is well off, they should not take compensation. If the guardian is poor, okay, let them take a reasonable provision. When you give orphans back their property, call in. Who are these guardians? I don't know. Generally, for men, there is a share in what now, yeah, his parents. Was still, I don't think. I think I'm very confused. If relatives, orphans, or the needy are present at the time of distribution, offer them a small provision from it and speak to them kindly. Orphans. And when relatives and orphans and the needy are present at time of division, yeah, yeah. Now it's talking generally that the guardians. Now it's talking about the trustees. I think of the money of inheritance trustees. Let the guardians be as concerned as they would if they were to die and leave their own helpless children behind. So let them be mindful of Allah and speak equitably. Indeed, those who unjustly consume orphans' wealth, consuming nothing but fire into their bellies, and they will be burning in a blazing fire. Allah commands you regarding your children. Now it's your children. The share of the male will be twice. So it's a mixture, we can't say, yeah. So maybe Sayyid Saab would hear what he said, he would stick by it, and I'm very confused. And yet they have not yet menstruated. Surat Talaq ayat. Maybe they have some problem in menstruation or in their marriage. Anyways, God knows how this is done. Maybe you should all go to Ismaili Imam. And think I'm sick. Yes, but I am. Yeah, the sick thinking came from that I had to shout at this kid, Zaini. Ismaili Imam never shouts. So it's I don't know if Ismailis have this, but we had it, the 12 Shias. So here about the Aql, when Allah, Muslim, Abu Ja'far al-Baqir, Muhammad Baqir, sorry, Ja'far's father, Imam, fifth Imam of the 12 Shias, has said, when Allah created the intellect, Aql, He made it speak and said to it, come forward, so it came forward. He then said, go back, and it went back. Then Allah said, I swear by my honor and glory that I have not created any creation more beloved to me than you. So this must be Prophet Muhammad, the Ismailis have found out. Because the beloved, the most beloved is Prophet Muhammad. So he was the first intellect God created. I will not perfect you in anyone except those whom I love. I will command you and prohibit you, and I will punish you for disobeying me, and I will reward you for obeying me. Meaning, if you have this akal, this intellect, you will obey Allah, obey His commandments, understand when to obey, when not to obey. I mean, when to obey and when to yeah, and why not to disobey. This is the best Allah has created. And then Allah has also thoroughly purified them with a thorough purification. Intelligence, akal. Intellect, or so three things. I've read this, okay. I don't have to read this, but this is enough. So this and Allah has thoroughly purified you. The thorough purification. O Ahlul Bayt. My God. Settle in your homes. Do not display yourselves as women did in the days of pre-Islamic ignorance. Establish prayer, pay alms tax, and obey Allah and His Messenger. And Allah intends to keep evil away from you and purify you. Wait, I have to see something here. No copyrights infringement intended. I have to see this. Sorry. So the channel is Enlightened Zen. Sorry, I get distracted very easily. I'm just thinking of showing you something. I'll just, I won't play this video. I just want to go to the, oops, no. Let me see what they have done. Stop masturbation now. I don't think a Zen master would say something like this. Which country is it? It will ruin you. Stop getting angry. It will kill you. It will give you a heart attack. Something really strange about this channel. Stop being a lesbian. Stop being homosexual. It will destroy. It will give. My friend. Stop homosexuality immediately. It gives you, what's that? AIDS. Stop immediately. HIV. AIDS has become a social phenomenon fostering moral and religious reactions. Extremely sexually active men who had sex with large numbers of other men got AIDS. Also, stop muta immediately. It is very, very bad. Why not muta and others? Stop using girls for your sexual desires and pleasures. And beautiful women, stop it. I tell you, it's better to masturbate than to do muta, which is in 12 Shia, not in Ismaili Shia. Look, if you are in, there's some tantric magic on, black magic on you, so purity. Yes, love purity, love truth, never lie. Stop lying. Stop bad thoughts. It will destroy you. Stop having so much sex. Stop having dirty thoughts. This is, I've never heard of a Zen master like that. Jiddu Krishnamurti was a Zen master at German radio, wrote a book. I heard she had written that Jiddu Krishnamurti was a. No one has said this. I didn't even remember until I went back to that old book of mine. The way Jiddu Krishnamurti takes you so consistently. I don't know what kind of setup this is. Very clever people, I must say. Very clever people. You are. So here it talks about wedlock because, you know, this is Imam Ali. Where is it? Oh, no, yeah. Here. How amazing Shias this is. Gen 5. Was Sahran related in blood and in wedlock. As we have repeatedly said, these narrations are some clear extensions of the words, and they do not prevent, a minute, Imam Ali. And he it is who has created man from water, barely carving on water and shaping such a novel figure. Water is the reason created. I thought he created man from clay, shaped it, breathed into it. In fact, the former verses talked about the growth of plants. Therefore, commentaries say the purpose of water here is sperm. Law. Yani, if you go to the sea, this whole water is sperm, from which all men are generated by Allah's might. Sexual intercourse, man's sperm, which is floating in water, and joins woman's and first blossom in men's life. I have to go now.